Switzerland, a country known for its mountains, chocolates, and luxury watches. But behind its postcard beauty lies a mystery. Why has this small nation, surrounded by powerful neighbors, not fought a single war in over 500 years? While Europe burned in two world wars, Switzerland remained untouched. While empires rose and collapsed, Switzerland survived. Was it luck? Was it strategy? Or something far more complex? Today, we'll uncover the fascinating truth behind Switzerland's 500-year peace. Switzerland's story of peace begins not in calm, but in blood. In the Middle Ages, Swiss mercenaries were feared across Europe. They fought in brutal wars, hired by kings and popes. But after centuries of fighting, one battle changed everything: the Battle of Marignano in 1515. Here, thousands of Swiss soldiers were slaughtered against the French army. It was a wake-up call. The Swiss Confederacy realized endless war was a path to destruction. From that moment, they began stepping back from European conflicts. After Marignano, Switzerland developed its greatest weapon, not the sword, but neutrality. In 1648, during the Treaty of Westphalia, Switzerland was officially recognized as an independent and neutral state. This meant no alliances, no taking sides, no wars. But neutrality was not just a law, it became part of the Swiss identity. Generation after generation, the Swiss people built their nation on the belief, we do not fight wars, we survive them. Switzerland's biggest ally is its geography. The towering Alps make the country nearly impenetrable. For centuries, invading armies would have to climb freezing mountains and narrow passes, a nightmare for soldiers and horses. This natural fortress gave Switzerland an advantage. Why invade a land where the mountains fight for the defenders? But don't mistake neutrality for weakness. Switzerland has one of the most unique defense strategies in the world: armed neutrality. Every Swiss man is required to undergo military training. In fact, Switzerland has one of the highest rates of gun ownership in Europe. During the Cold War, they built thousands of secret bunkers, hidden under mountains and cities, designed to shelter the entire population in case of nuclear war. The message is clear: Switzerland doesn't attack, but if you invade, you'll regret it. Another reason for Switzerland's survival? Money. For centuries, Switzerland became the world's banker. Its banking secrecy laws attracted kings, businessmen, and later, entire nations. During wars, both sides trusted Swiss banks to protect their wealth. This gave Switzerland a unique shield. Nobody wanted to destroy the very vault that safeguarded their fortune. Then came the greatest test: the World Wars. In World War I, Switzerland declared neutrality. Its mountains became a buffer zone, while armies clashed around its borders. In World War II, Hitler's Nazi Germany surrounded Switzerland on all sides. Yet Switzerland was never invaded. Why? Historians believe it was a mix of fear and usefulness. The Nazis knew invading the Alps would be costly, and Swiss banks quietly handled German gold and assets. In other words, Switzerland survived by being too hard to conquer and too useful to destroy. Over time, Switzerland turned its neutrality into influence. Geneva became home to the United Nations office and the International Red Cross. It became the meeting ground where enemies sat across the same table. Whenever the world was at war, Switzerland became the safe space where peace could at least be discussed. It earned them a reputation not just as neutral but as essential. Today, Switzerland is surrounded by the European Union and NATO members, but it remains independent. It spends billions every year maintaining its defense, even though it hasn't fought in centuries. Its neutrality is enshrined in law and in culture. To this day, Switzerland reminds the world: peace is not weakness. Peace is a strategy. And sometimes, it's the most powerful weapon of. So why has Switzerland not fought a war in over 500 years? Because it learned from blood, mastered neutrality, trusted its mountains, built its defenses, and became too valuable for the world to lose. It is a nation that turned survival into identity. And in a world that still burns with conflict, Switzerland's story is a reminder that sometimes the bravest thing a country can do is not fight at all. What do you think? Is Switzerland a model of wisdom or just a lucky exception in history? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more